Type 7 on the Enneagram. As a Type 7, my grain of sand is heart, fear, and separation. As a Type 7, my mind is busy and filled with ways to have fun because I'm trying to have fun in order to not face my fear and anxiety. It's my way of alleviating my own anxiety. I tend to feel separate from where the fun is happening, so I'm always looking for ways to enjoy myself, ways to seek out pleasure, because pleasure and excitement and fun make me feel safe. This makes me quite busy, you can imagine, and I'm living in my fantasy, in my mind, in my thinking of all the wonderful things I can do tomorrow. When tomorrow comes, I might be disappointed because my dream of tomorrow is not quite the same as the reality. But no worries, I can just create a new fantasy and a new dream and hope for a better tomorrow, tomorrow, and tomorrow. I am filled with beautiful ideas, and my mind is actually driving my decision making and my movement in life. So is my anxiety, even if I'm unconscious of it, and I might not appear to be an anxious person at all. In fact, you might think I'm a very brave person because I'm the one that's running around doing the brave, daring things. I'm the adrenaline junkie, you see, and I tend to always be smiling. But at my lowest expression, this adrenaline junkie side of me is actually a result of my anxiety. I'm trying to separate myself from myself, trying to leave behind the parts of me that are painful and anxious. And I'm doing this by being distracted. So let's have a look at my keywords. I live in dreams of tomorrow. For me, everything new is exciting. I don't want to do the same thing again and again and again. That would be boring. And boredom actually makes me feel anxious. So at my lowest expressions, I can be quite unfocused, or at least like a butterfly moving from one idea to another, bouncing between one shiny thing and the next. I'm full of energy. Sitting still is difficult for me. I love life and I love the bounty of life, and I can't wait to go see what other amazing things are happening right now. It's actually difficult for me to be very present in the now until I'm at my highest expression. For me, everything is an adventure. And if it's not an adventure, why bother? My worst idea or my worst experience is to be trapped in something that isn't an adventure. Freedom is the call that I respond to in life. I want to be free in every possible way. I want to be free to dress how I want to, wake up when I want to, do what I want to, when I want to. And when life starts to get serious and pull me down, I can be quite unhappy about it because I want to stay happy. People experience me as a happy person, and I want to bring happiness to the world. I love telling people about what I imagine, and I love the world of imagination. If you dare me, I'm probably going to do it. I'm quite wild, you know. For me, it's about being positive. My mind tends to be very positive. Even when very bad things happen, I always want to prefer to look at the positive sides of things. This might be a beautiful characteristic, but sometimes it gets me in trouble because sometimes I need to get real and I need to sober up and to focus on reality rather than my imagined idea of reality. And only at my highest expressions can I learn to do this. Until then, it's all play for me. It's all next, next, next. It's all FOMO and YOLO. You only live once, and I have a fear of missing out. And sometimes I even believe that even if it kills me, it doesn't matter, as long as you're having fun. I tend to be a bit scattered, and it's hard for me to stay focused on one thing at a time. But this is where I will ultimately find real pleasure and real enjoyment in life. I want variety, of course, you can imagine. Now, if you look at my cartoon, you will see sunshine. I am like the sunshine in people's lives. But you know, sometimes we need some darkness. And I can tend to be go, 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 go until I collapse, literally burning out my body and burning out my mind. And I need to learn balance in my life. You can see that I'm running, because why sit when you can run? I want my life to be full. And I have a big smile on my face, bringing energy and joy and gratitude into every space that I bring. Now, when I'm at my worst, amazingly, you won't believe this about me, but I tend to go to the worst of type 1. I can collapse from being happy and full of energy and positive to suddenly being incredibly critical, pedantic, which is the worst characteristics of type 1, angry, and quite angry at myself. This is when I become very hard on myself and quite depressed and angry and grumpy. Fortunately, I don't like to stay there long, but when I'm there, I can be bossy and controlling, and my wanting things to be perfect can actually sabotage my progress. Ideally, I need to learn to go to the best of type 5. But type 5 is my polarity, it is my opposite. I mean, look at type 5. Type 5 is just sitting there, and I'm running, and I'm playing, and I'm dancing. It makes me anxious to sit still. It makes me anxious to focus on one thing, and yet that is my growth path. When I take the best of type 5, when I take that on board, I learn to sit still. I discover pleasure and happiness and joy at real depths from the ordinary, simple, present moment. I realize when I go to type 5 that I don't need to constantly stimulate my mind, that I can face the discomfort in my mind, I can face my fear, and I can face pain. And that when I allow myself to fully experience the things that I don't want to look at, that are uncomfortable for me, I find true freedom from them inside of me. This enables me to express my wisdom. This enables me to not be manic. This enables me to complete tasks. This enables me to bring my presence fully to this moment. And now, as a type 7, I express the highest, which is deep gratitude for the smallest and most beautiful of things. My joy is real now. My happiness is real now. When I learn to be still, I know true happiness. And I can bring this happiness to my world with great love. That is type 7 on the Enneagram.